George, a fantastic 1-0 win away at Gloucester today. How are you feeling after that one?
Absolutely knackered in that heat, I'll be honest. But no, I think we just needed a massive bounce back from the poor performance on Tuesday against Blythe. Obviously, weren't at as usual standards, obviously losing 4-0. So to come all the way up here, obviously, 2.5-3 hour journey and putting a performance like that in 30-degree heat, to a man, 1-11. Obviously, the lads that came off the bench, absolutely superb, and to come away with 3 points is massive.
Yeah, you mentioned the extreme heat. It was really obvious that even in the stands, everyone could feel it. I can't imagine what it was like playing in it. How proud are you of the group for coming through, to get a win like that in such extreme circumstances?
We talk about it every time, even at training and in games. It's not just 1-11. It's obviously everybody on the bench as well. So we knew we'd have to, rely on his bench coming on with, lads putting in, a lot of effort in this extreme heat and having to grind the result out. It weren't never going to be pretty. Obviously, 1-0, it's a lovely scoreline to win by, but it's never pretty. And we've come out of it obviously with 3 points, and obviously look forward to FA Cup next week.
Yeah, we mentioned as well just then, the performance on Tuesday, away at Blythe, we lost 4 goals. To get a clean sheet today, for you as a defender personally as well, and just for the team, how much good does that do for your confidence?
Oh, massive. Sometimes it's even better than winning. It's a weird one to say. As a defender, you pride yourself on keeping that clean sheet every week. If you come off 0-0, you've more or less done your job. I know it sounds like obviously being a little bit selfish, but that's obviously the way the game works. Obviously, as strikers, you want to score goals. Obviously, we've got that in our team to go and score goals, and as long as we keep obviously ball out of our net and come off with a 0 from them, then we're happy. But like I say, we've ended up winning 1-0, and couldn't be more happy.
As well for you, you scored your first goal in a Farsley shirt. Maybe some questions over whether it'll count as yours, but we'll say it was anyway. How good did that feel?
Oh, amazing. The gaffer spoke about, in particular, their right side being a little bit weak, and probably first 25 minutes it went up to the strikes, it didn't get secured, and then obviously it's ended up coming out, and I've got 20 yards of space, and as we can see from what I did at Kings Lynn and stuff, if I get time and space in front of me, I'm always going to go at him. And I'll be honest, cross come shot maybe, but it's ended up hitting the post. Probably was still going in, but then it's flicked off the keeper's back and gone in anyway. So either way, I'm still claiming it, even if they don't. But no, I'm not really bothered. It could have been any of the lads that had scored, and if we'd have won 1-0, it wouldn't have made a difference to me. But obviously, it's a little bit more satisfying that it's come from me.
Yeah, and then obviously we've got Scarborough on Saturday, as we mentioned. FA Cup fixture, so away from the league for a game. How exciting is that for you?
Oh, FA Cup's always massive. I think it's massive for any non-league team that is always involved in it, because you start low down, you pick up a good result, you could get a nice draw, and then if you get anywhere near that first round of the FA Cup, I've been involved in a few where I played Portsmouth at Harrogate on TV and stuff. You never know what might happen. Obviously, you can see Tadcaster have got Chester in there on BBC, so you're putting yourself in shot window. So it's always nice, and we've just got to make sure we put in the same level of performance as what we did today against Gloucester, against Scarborough, and more than likely we'll probably win.